Welcome back to Indian Trace. This is going to be really cool video I have for you, and it's going to be titled, How Then Could They Make These? How then could they make these? You're looking at quartz and a variety of quartz crystal here in eastern North Carolina. I want to show you something. These are all small, very small. To give you an idea of the size, and it's hard to tell from there, take a look at this. Of course, you might have seen this, and if you're new, and there's a lot of new shout outs out there. This is a 7-tray tackle box that I keep my stuff in. A lot of you have seen it. Some great places for serrated pieces, pristine marl mountains. This little bin right here, 1.5 inch wide by maybe 3 inches long. That's it. Well, that's where all of these have their home. And the reason why I'm titling this, How Then Could They Make These, is because I get a lot of the guys out there who nap and are really good at it, and they say how hard quartz is and how much the North American Indian must have mastered their trade. You're gonna see that. I'm blown away because I learn more and more every day, as we all do. But then how then could they make these so small, no modern tools? Just take a look at these as I go around. No better place to start than just start. Now remember, these are all 2 inches or under of quartz. Those of you who work with rock and know rock have said time and time again how hard it is to work this material. This is the only one up here, and the only one ever that I've found in 2 pieces and glued it together. You might see right here there's a fracture. I found it 4 steps from one another. How then could they make these with no modern tools, being such a hard substance? You guys will have to let me know, because this stuff is incredible. If you say it's so hard to make, how on earth then could they do it? I mean, look at this thing. 1.5 inches to 1 inch. My focus is giving me problems here. Let me see if I can get it. This is an incredible point. This one is worth it to give you a look at the other side. Quartz. How then could they make these? See if I'll get interrupted in this video. Unbelievable. The reason why I'm more astounded at it now on these small ones is because of how much a lot of you out on Indian Trace and a lot of people that collect artifacts understand napping and get into it. But just looking at these points, exquisite. Bottoms ground on many of them. Just use the rock to do what they needed it to do. Look at these. How then could they make these if it's such a hard substance? They knew infinitely more than we do. Incredible, right? So I have seen around here in eastern North Carolina that they definitely had command of quartz and quartz crystal variety. And this material being so hard, my curiosity is how then could they make this with no modern tools? It's astounding, isn't it? With their bare hands, they figured it out. They probably used other quartz or what have you. Look at this Yadkin. Famous in my collection. And just a short show of some incredible things, because, let me get the focus going. Those right there, I mean, how on earth could you make these with this material being so stubborn and difficult? And on top of that, they don't have the modern tools that many of you guys have. That is a sight for sore eyes. So I just want to thank you for tuning into Indian Trace and checking out the small quartz unbelievable masterpieces. And being such a stubborn material, my question is, how then could they make these? They were masters. Thanks for tuning in.